on, Rob, answer this phone, man. Answer this phone, bro. I need to talk to you for a minute. Hello. What up? I just need to talk to you for a minute. What's up, man?
Today on Bass Talks, we got Quake. Quake is in the house. Man, thank you for coming.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
Oh,
I appreciate it. I've been watching what you've been doing, man, and I really like it. So, yeah, it's an honor to be here.
you being here, I got to find the words to say it. And I don't want to say it in a way that's phony. Like, oh, I was following this guy all my life, and now he's... No.
Yeah.
I'm older than you, and I wasn't even following you. I've heard your name around, of course.
Yeah.
But I wasn't following your music like that. Until I started doing this and wanting to get people on, and your name, my daughter brought up your name. And then me and your daughter was just talking about you. And then DJ IV called me and said that Quake wanted to come on the show. I said, really?
That's the universe, man. That's the stuff we were talking about sometimes. That law of attraction, man. When you say the words or you're thinking about something, then it lines up like that.
So it lined up, but I didn't know much about your music. I heard the name. I heard you had a good following. I said, let me go do my research. I don't read and write, so I listen to everything. Mm-hmm. So I went on YouTube and started listening to your songs. And I got to tell you, bro, you made me cry.
Oh, yeah?
You made me cry.
Man, that's powerful.
Just like me?
Yeah, yep.
You made me cry.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
I'm sitting at the bar going through it, glanced over and I see your face. I know that looks so well, it's crazy.
I listen to music a lot, but it's usually slower music so I can get the words and get a feel from it. I kind of went away from rap.
It's crazy because that one we kind of went away from rap too. Because I just felt like the emotion we were trying to convey and the message of that song felt better in a more melodic way. And actually the crazy thing about that song is me and Jordan kind of reversed roles to where I sang and he rapped his verse. So he basically was doing what I normally do and I was doing what he normally does. And that's why I feel like it's kind of a special record, like in another way. And I remember just the writing of that record, man. We knew it was something special and we knew it was coming from a real place. And man, to be honest, I wish more people heard that song because it's not.
They're gonna hear it now.
Yeah, it's not.
Go find that.
Yeah, it's
Just
not
like
to me. It didn't really climb up like numbers wise, the way I thought it would. But that's fine. You know, songs they exist forever, and people discover them at their own time. Like you just discovered it then. So that's kind of what I try to keep in mind, that it's a forever game. And just because something doesn't maybe catch on off the beginning, maybe the timing just wasn't right yet. And maybe, people will discover it down the road.
We're going to go back a little bit. Quake.
Yes, sir.
Is that your government name? Is that your stage name?
No, my government name is Matthew Arab. But Quake was a stage name that I gave to myself at like 14 years old. I was starting to rap and I was like, everyone has a rap name. I can't just be Matthew. So I was trying to figure out like what could my name be, and one day I opened up my closet and I used to have these shoes. I had so many pairs of them. I love these shoes. They were the Adidas Quake shoes they made back in the day. I'm sure people can Google them. But one day I was just like, man, I need a name. Like, what can my name be? And I opened the closet and there was like 4 shoe boxes that just said Quake, 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 nice. Quake. And I just had like some type of moment. I'm like, all right, that's my name. 14 years old. And it kind of just stuck, man. And then I knew that later in my career, after a couple of years, I knew that Quake wasn't going to be really a good name for searchability, because if you Google Quake, it might be an earthquake. Right. It might be there's a video game, which I didn't even know about. It might be the shoes. It might be all these things. So I just kind of took my first name and made it my last name, Matthew, and put the S on it, Matthews, because Boy Meets World was a big show at the time, Corey Matthews. And so I just made it Quake Matthews, and it kind of stuck ever since.
I'm definitely all right with the Quake, because that song made me quake a bit, man. It made me cry.
Yeah.
I want to challenge you to make another song to make me cry.
Yeah, man, I probably got one in my catalog that you don't know about.
What nationality are you?
So my father's side is Lebanese, so that's where my last name comes from, Arab.
Okay.
And then my mother's side is Italian. Her side was Italian.
So there's no black in you at all.
No.
So being 14 years old and being around the rap game, and like whether it's here in Nova Scotia or whatever, what was it like for I would say white-faced man, guy getting into rap? Did you get a lot of flack back then? Like, what is he doing? What's he trying?
Yeah. In the beginning, maybe, but until when they heard me, it was different.
Okay.
It was different. So, like, one of the memories that comes to mind was this battle I was in, and it was in the Marquee Club. I think I was 14 years old at the time. Wasn't even allowed in the club, obviously. So I had to get my parents to sign a form from the Liquor Commission. This is what I used to have to do. Okay. And they would sign this form, and it's basically like, agreeing like this kid's not going to drink. He agrees to wait in the kitchen. There was some rule about a kitchen because I think that's like a not licensed area or something. So I used to have to wait in the kitchen till it was my time to perform. And I remember signing up for this battle, and Trobiz was putting it on, Tremaine.
I know Tremaine.
Yeah. And it was called the Freestyle Fight Club. And I remember coming in there and I was signing up. This was like my first memory of like flack, or that like, oh, you're not like the rest of these guys in some type of way. And I remember everyone was laughing at me when I was signing up my name, like, look at this white boy, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, oh shit, like, like I think I was the only white person in there, and that's when I first saw it, and I was like, all right, I gotta really prove people wrong, and like I'm battling grown men, and I end up winning the whole battle, and that's when people kind of was like, okay, this kid is special. Mm-hmm. I ended up facing off against Littles, God rest his soul, in the finals, and won, and I also faced one of the people that was laughing at me in the beginning. I won't say his name, and I beat him too.
Nice.
And that was kind of when the city kind of first knew my name, and that's kind of when the rappers I looked up to in the city that I was seeing doing their thing, were there, and they were kind of coming up to me like, okay, you're with us now, and I kind of got embraced by the city after that moment when people heard me.
We're gonna go even deeper in there, and some of the people that embraced you.
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna bring up Mr. DJ IV.
Yes, sir.
But when you're 14 years old, like growing up, did you grow up with your mom and dad?
Yep. I grew up with both parents. They divorced later on, but I grew up in. I had two good parents, man. We're very fortunate. I had two good parents. Their marriage wasn't perfect, as no marriage is, and it didn't work out with them. But just as two individuals, they were really great people, man, who taught me, a lot in life, and gave me a lot of morals and guidance, and were very supportive of my music. And I think that I was fortunate in another way that just where I'm from in Fairview, I was able to mix and mingle with a lot of different walks of life. There's people, maybe my homie from down the street didn't have both parents, or maybe he was living a little bit of a different life than me, and he's only one street over, or, maybe there was people more fortunate than me, or whatever the case may be. I feel like my environment growing up allowed me the ability to mix and mingle with different walks in life, and I think that's why my music resonates with so many different people, because I learned how to relate to so many people, because at the end of the day, our emotions are all the same. No matter how you grew up, no matter the color of your skin, is like, if you're mad, you're mad. You're happy, you're happy. If you're sad, you're sad. And I feel like I'm able to just touch on those human emotions and reach different people. Like you said, we come from a different walk of life. You said the song made you cry, and I think that's just because it's touching on a human emotion that is beyond anything else, Yeah.
And then in all that, you grew up, and then you got into rap, and you met people like DJ IV.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's something called the Ivy League.
The Ivy League, yeah.
Can you tell me some more about that?
So the Ivy League was like a collective that Ivy put together, and we used to have these booth sessions, they were called, and it was kind of inspired by Rap City's The Basement, if you remember that, with Big Tigger.
Yeah.
And you would go in and kind of just rap over the hottest industry instrumental at the time.
Yes, sir.
Kid Quake, shouts out Double A, Mirror Cal, Al Boogie. Let's get into it, yo. Yo. This is my life with tunnel vision for the eyesight. A 5 mic MC till I'm by Christ. I like to question those questioning my stripes. The highlights of the high life is still pizza slices and fried rice. I'm still speaking righteous when I write poems. Put them in the zone like Twilight. Spend a day in my nights with my mic. Failed once but I tried twice. Now I see the brightness at the top like a skylight. On a sunny day, I'm like a runaway, gone with the wind so they can't turn a double play. Sunning them like August, then I make it. So we had a lot of those episodes, and I think a lot of people started noticing about the city because of those. Because, man, this was, I think, before Instagram, if I'm not wrong. Like, this was like kind of before social media. This was like where YouTube was the only thing. So we were filming these freestyles or whatever and putting them on YouTube, and they were garnering like a pretty big buzz.
Okay.
And that was definitely a pillar in my come up for sure.
And that was DJ IV.
That was IV who did it. We did it at his house, and it was his whole idea, and he kind of put on. But he's always been that guy, man. Like, he is, if anyone is here to support local hip hop, it's DJ IV. Like, there's nobody that loves like Halifax hip hop more than DJ IV. Probably nobody who's done more for the artists and than DJ IV, without the expectation of anything in return, just purely from being a good soul, you know?
And this guy has done more than hip hop, because you asked me who helped set this up. Mm-hmm. DJ IV.
Yeah.
Used to sit right there where she's sitting.
Yeah.
And help with everything, the cameras, everything.
Yeah.
He walked me through everything, helped me get going.
Yeah, amazing
and not
guy,
just
man.
This project, other projects.
Yep.
Man, he been there for me. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say, DJ, man, I love you. And I know you're coming to your interview next. We're gonna get into it.
Yeah, no, that's my guy, man. Like, I don't think there's a bad word anyone could say about IV, man.
No. And they better not say it in front of me.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. How do you really feel about it? Are you really feeling the rap still, or you just got to make it work? Or you feeling it?
I still love it, man. I still love it, and of course, there's ups and downs, but I think that my music is just a reflection of what I'm going through in that moment. And as human beings, our emotions and our experiences are always switching up. And it's like, I've never been the type of person that was like, oh, I'm doing rap music, so I have to rap about this or that content. I always been just me. And it's like, I never felt the need to have to try to like fake my story or make it seem worse than it is, or make me seem like I'm a tougher guy than I am. I never really bought into that. Like, all I ever was just me and my feelings, and that's kind of how I've sustained my career and how I think I'm still going to this day. I've seen a lot of young kids come in, and I've talked to a lot of them, and I'm like, why are you talking about this? Like, you don't do this. It's like, this is what people want to hear. And like, this is what these kids believe sometimes. And I want to be an example where it's like, man, you can get creative and just tell about your life story. And there's going to be people out there that resonate with it. And there's going to be people that are from not the same type of life as you that resonated with too. Like how you resonated with my song. And it's just like, I think that people connect more when you just truly be yourself, you know?
This is a life journey for you.
Yeah.
And you've experienced some things, because in your song, I heard you mention 3 names, friends that died. One was, I think you said Pat's.
Yep.
And you tell me the other 2.
Yeah,
Bubs.
Pat, Littles, and Boogie, man. Boogs.
Yep. Yeah.
Boog, Littles, like I said, he was like, after I beat him in that battle, he kind of put me under his wing, which was, looking back now, like, that's so cool of him, because it's like, he wasn't a sore loser. It was like, let me school this kid. Like, this kid got promise, and I love him for that. He put me on a nationwide level. Like, Littles is the reason why people outside of Halifax started knowing who I was. Okay. People like a Drake or a Boy Wonder or these people in Toronto, you know, and Littles was responsible for that. Pat was, man, one of my best friends in the world. me and him talked on the phone every single day. I think it was because neither of us had jobs, so we're just doing music every day. You know, you talk to someone for 15 years every single day. Like, that was my brother.
My man on the left.
Quake Matthews. I'm a musician. I do songs and shit. and that was devastating. And Bugs, man, was, me and him started a rap crew called Paramedic Music. He used to live at my house for a couple years back in the day when he was going through some stuff. You know, my family let him live with us, and we started a rap collective called Paramedic Music because we used to think we're coming to save hip hop, so we called it Paramedic Music. Nice. But yeah, he's another one, man, that was very close. So it was really 3 big pillars, like 3 of the closest people that I had to me in this musical journey are now gone. And now I kind of feel the responsibility to carry on the tradition and also do it for them, to make them proud, and because their journeys were cut short, so I feel like I kind of got to see my whole journey through for them even more now.
Can I ask you how, like, each one of them died?
Yeah, so
I know how Pat's died. You know,
Pat, obviously, and then Boogie was drunk driving, car accident, and then Littles was murdered.
Okay, so drinking drive was he drinking driving himself or something?
Yeah, he was. Yep.
And we know Pat's was stabbed.
Yeah, and Littles was shot. Yeah,
Littles was shot.
Yeah.
Man, how those things affected you, man?
It's tough, man.
Especially the ones being killed like that.
Yeah, it's very tough, man. It's like to wake up to those type of calls is something that I never really thought I would have to deal with, and it's kind of like shocking at first. It doesn't feel real for a long time, and then as time goes on and something reminds you of them, and you go to call them, or oh, you see something on Instagram that I would have sent to Pat, or you know, and you go to hit send, you're like, wait a minute, and then it starts setting in, and then time just starts flying by. It's like, you know, it's like 3 years without Pat, or 5 years without Littles, 6 years, it just starts going by, and it's like, damn, like, this is your new life now, I guess, you know?
They're gone, but they're definitely not forgotten with you.
Yeah.
And I have people like that, you know. One of my best friends, his name was Potos.
Well,
He's gone, and he's one of the reasons that I make some serious changes in my life.
Yeah.
You know, it's our friends die, and we don't want them to die. But when they die, if whatever situation caused it, you know, we can see in a sense that they died for us. Yeah. Now, if we were anywhere near that road in those situations, now they have pushed us to go another way. If we take the message, man, we can go a lot because of them.
No, I agree.
And then we can take all the stuff they left with us, all the teachings, all the love, you know, now you can add it to you and bring them with you. You know, and shout them out so they're never forgotten. Because you're never going to forget them.
It kind of makes you realize how short life is. And it kind of almost made me start taking life more serious. And, like, trying to make the right decisions more. And doing things that I know that my angels would be proud of. Because now it's like I feel like I'm being almost, like, watched or something. It's just like, you know, I got to do the right thing here, or I got to work hard, or I got to not take the easy way out this time, because there's people, like, what would they do? And I still talk to Pat for advice, because he was like the main person I went to for advice all the time. And I still ask him advice, and I can hear his voice in my head of what he would say. And it feels real sometimes. And I feel like you're right. It does inspire you to make better decisions and kind of take life a little more serious. For me, it did anyway.
You guys did a podcast together.
Yeah.
And now he's no longer here.
Yeah.
Man, really, how's that affect you? I'm sure you still have, do you still stay in touch with his I know his kid.
Yeah.
His woman and that?
I do, yeah. I see her from time to time, and his kids.
We miss you, man. Love.
I know you're only 5 and you still need time to grow, but I just thought that I would write you something from the soul. You may not get it now, but you'll get it when you're old. And I just hope it brings you comfort somewhere down the road. Look, your daddy is a legend to the whole entire globe. But better yet, the realest friend his friends have ever known. And even better yet, the realest father in his soul. He loved you and your sister more than you will ever know. Every time that he left home, boy, he did it all for you. He hate to go, but the world needed daddy too. And come to think about it, shit, I guess so did God. I know you can't see him, but just know he's never gone. Look up in the sky, that's your daddy in his stars. And every step you take, he'll be there to cheer you on. And every time you break, feel his spirit through your mom, your nanny and your uncles. Boy, we love you like our own, cause your daddy is a legend.
Man, I can't describe the loss. It was actually the weekend of my sister's wedding. Okay. So it was like a happy time for our family. She got married at the house, a few close friends and stuff. And I remember we were just drinking. And I remember Pat had a new song out at the time. And I sent him a voice note, all drunk, and telling him what I thought about it. And he put that voice note on his story. Like, this is what Quake said about it, or whatever it was. And then I remember that night I got a call at like 3 a.m. and told me what happened. And I was just so shook because I'm waking up like in a drunkenness, and I'm like, I couldn't believe that it happened. And I went to his story, and I could see that what I said, the voice note was on his story still. Right. And I'm just like trying to make sense of it. I'm like, no, like he just put my voice note on here, like he's not gone. And I didn't believe it. And then I confirmed it. And the craziest thing is I just sat there from about 3 a.m. until 7 a.m. and just sat there on my bed and looked at the roof. And I was like, the world doesn't know Pat is gone yet. It felt like everyone else is asleep. I'm like, no one knows this. I was like, this day is going to start. I'm going to have to step out my room and say good morning to my mother and tell her that Pat is dead. Like, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do. And it's just, there's a million things going through my head. And it didn't really hit me. And then when I told my mom, that's when it hit me. When I had to say the words out loud, it really hit me. And it was really hard for a while. That's someone I talk to every single day.
As a rapper, you know, rappers get into how hard they are and how tough they are and what they can do, whatever. Yeah. I didn't have a whole bunch of that in your music, the ones I listened to. But as a rapper, and Pat went through something, he was stabbed, he was killed, you know, did you feel like, man, I can't even do nothing about this. I'm just a rapper. Did you feel like, what can I do to help my friend? I'm not in a position to get revenge.
Yeah. It kind of made me realize kind of the anger thing. It was like, I can't even feel any anger because there's nothing I can really do about it except for make him proud. I kind of chose to channel it into the positive thing because I'm like, I'm not a street guy. I can't try to throw my life away. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can't bring him back. So I had to realize, like, the best way for me to, like, honor him is to, one was, like, let's raise money for his family, keep his name alive. Yeah. And two was, like, let me be the best positive version of myself and make him proud, because he was always the one that told me to keep going when I would feel like I couldn't do it anymore. He was always the one telling everyone Quake is the best and using his platform and just bigging me up. And he believed in me so much, even at times when I didn't believe in myself. So I had to make the decision of like, okay, now I feel like I'm carrying this torch for the city now that like one of our biggest guys is gone. It's like you lose... if Nova Scotia is a team or whatever it is, it's like, bro, we just lost the star player. So it's like, now I feel like I got to step up and make him proud. And that's kind of, if a lot of people have been noticing, like since he's been gone, I've been putting out so much more music and doing a lot of bigger things. And sometimes I feel like he's up there opening doors for me, man. Like sometimes it's just crazy what'll happen. I'm like, bro, I know you had a hand in this. Like, I can feel it, you know?
So he's still in your head.
Yeah, sure.
He's still with you. And even though what happened to him is very hurtful and negative for other people and everything, you found something positive out of it.
Yeah.
You can take it, and you're using it to drive you forward.
Yeah,
You didn't use it to say, well, I'm not a street guy, but I can go get a gun, I can shoot.
Yeah.
You didn't throw away your life.
No, I don't think that's what he would want. And like even
That's
when,
nice to realize that
Yeah.
your friend wouldn't even want
he
that for
wouldn't.
you.
And I remember when he was here, he would be the one to tell people like, yo, like chill out, leave that alone. It's not worth it. Like, cause he had street guys around him, and as we all do, or what, you know, we know people that are involved in that life, and he would be the one to tell people like, yo, don't even do that. That's not worth it. And so like, I know that even for his friends that are maybe more involved in that lifestyle, I feel like he would tell them, like, yo, don't throw your life away. You're doing good. Like, you're not going to make anything better for me by throwing your life away. Be the best version of yourself. Like, I could see him saying this,
Right.
you know?
But I mean, I have a funny story about Pat.
Oh, yeah?
We were out in the club one day. Like he wasn't really with me, but we hung around the same people, right? And I had quite the reputation for being a violent guy. Guys don't get in a fight. And I probably got in a fight that night at some point. But it was a whole bunch of liquor and stuff. And he was sitting at the table with us, and he had got up for a minute.
Yeah.
And I wasted my drink. But I forgot that someone was sitting there, and I didn't clean the chair off. And he came back and sat in the chair.
Yeah.
And he got his ass wet. And he looked at me like I did it on purpose. I'm like, man, but then he looked, and I kind of looked back at him like, is it going to get serious? But he kind of was just annoyed and pissed off, and then walked away, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
did you know him at this point? Or
yeah,
no?
I knew who he was. I knew
Okay.
who he was, and I didn't put it there on purpose.
But you guys weren't like familiar. It was kind of like strangers, but you just knew who he was,
No,
or you guys were like.
He was around. No, I didn't know him like that. But he was around. He was around DJ IV. He was around, around Rude Doug.
Yeah.
He knew all those guys.
Yeah.
And I knew those guys. I was just there.
Yeah.
And I was just someone that be downtown everywhere.
Yeah.
Doing everything right. And I was kind of a bit of a troublemaker.
Yeah.
But it was good to be around Rude Doug and DJ IV and stuff, because I had their back.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to see. And I also would have Pat's back too.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to come back and sit in that.
Yeah.
He didn't take it very well.
No.
But we didn't argue.
No, that's good.
And
man.
he kind of walked away. He didn't sit with us no more.
That's
night.
good. Sometimes Pat was another one who, like, God bless him, he would become different when he was drinking. Like, you know, was just one of those people, man, that would become like, kind of like, not his cheerful self. Like when I used to drink, I would get fucking cheerful and happy and smile. But I think with some people it goes the other way. Yeah,
went the other way with me.
Yeah,
went the other way with me. And I remember Pat's, man. He was a big dude.
Yeah,
and I liked him.
Yeah,
I mean, I used to watch his battle raps and stuff.
Yeah,
Rude Doug used to come to the house when they had the battle. We used to go to his house and drink and sit and watch.
Yeah, man.
I liked him, man.
It's crazy what he did. He did, man.
He touched a lot of people.
Even when he passed, it's like, bro, you see like Eminem shouting him out, like Drake shouting him out, and it's like some of these things. I'm like, what I was thinking is like, damn, I wish he knew. I wish he saw Eminem was a fan, like, you know, like I wish he got to see that, like.
Yeah.
Yo, I just want to send my condolences out to the Pat Stay family and friends. Bro, I know we never got a chance to meet, but I've been a huge fan of yours for years, and the level that you rap to is like the pinnacle of battle rap, and it doesn't get any higher than the level that you rapped at. Just want to say, man, we're gonna miss you, bro. Hip hop.
Bro, that would be a nice feeling to feel, well, you know.
Yeah, he generated that, and him doing what he do, you know, help put some of the spotlight on you.
Yeah,
you know, we all can help each other shine.
Yeah,
and you know, and he's still doing it from his grave.
I think so, man.
He's still doing it from his grave.
I can feel it, man. I can feel it. I think that's what the world needs more of too, man. Is like helping each other shine. Like someone else's light doesn't dim yours, and I don't know why we think that. Like it's
hate
like
on each other.
Yeah, it's like just because this person's doing good, it's like that means I'm doing bad. No, like why can't we all do good? Like, and it's like I don't know why it feels like that. And I used to be like that, bro. I had to check myself like years ago now, like 10 years ago, when someone else's video would get more views than mine. Oh, fuck this person, I'm better than him anyway. And like I don't know why it's natural human to feel that way unless you stop and just think about it and check yourself. Like, bro, no, this is not.
Yeah.
This is not it. Like,
I'm sure someone's hating on you right now.
of course there is.
But you're going to keep shining.
Yeah.
I listen to your songs. I listen to a lot of your songs just today. Mostly the other one, just like me, over and over.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, you said in one of your songs, you said, I tried pills. I tried, I think, whiskey.
Yeah, and I
And
tried
tried Jesus.
Yeah.
What did you mean? I know, but the part that really stuck in my head is you tried Jesus. Did you try Jesus then realize you didn't need Jesus? Because I would imagine you realized you didn't need the pills.
You know
liquor.
what? Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell the truth on this camera. So I've written every one of my songs, like pretty much in my entire career, and that one included. But that song was a co-write. So I was at a song camp, and this was like the first time I ever went to one of these. I didn't know what this was. And a song camp is basically when you get in groups of 3 and you write a song together. And most of the other artists at this camp were country music artists. And so I was in a room with Gordy Sampson. He wrote Jesus Take the Wheel. He's from Cape Breton. He's a huge country writer.
You said that on one of your songs.
Yeah,
too.
and then Jamal from Neon Dreams. And out of all the lines, I gotta admit that line, he came up with that line in my verse.
Okay,
Gordy. Yep.
So those weren't really your words.
He did,
that
but
part.
those lines weren't. I can't take credit for those words, but I was like, "Damn, that shit sounds good."
Yeah. Because I was the Jesus part. Because I have a little bit of I make a bit of an enemy with religion and stuff, and some of the things they say. And with Jesus have to be your savior and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when you said you tried this and you tried Jesus, I wanted to know, did it work out for you, or did you have to drop it? Like the pills and the liquor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But now that you're saying it wasn't even your thing,
Yeah.
you didn't really even take a full dose of Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean,
So,
man,
or
when
did
I was
you?
younger, like my family, like my grandmother, you know, Lebanese people are very religious. So my grandmother, she still wears a Jesus piece to this day. I used to borrow her chain because I thought it was cool because the rappers were wearing Jesus pieces. So I'm like, oh, let me wear the Jesus piece.
Was it gold?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, I think when I was younger, I you know, just going by what your family's doing or what you see. And then I think as time went on, I think there was something in the media or something that was making it not the thing. They were like pushing us away from it. I don't know if you noticed that.
Pushing you away
from religion, like in the media,
Okay.
and on the news,
I
and
never
like
noticed
now
that.
it's kind of almost like it got to the point where it's like kind of like it was kind of like being joked on, and I don't know why that is. I want to,
But I'm guilty. I want to push people away from religion.
yeah. Hey,
You
man.
know what I mean? In my book I'm doing, it's called I Am. I call Jesus a character because I know there was no J at the time that they came up with this Jesus name.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What is my mom got me believing in? So I've done my own studies on that. So, but the writings in the books have a lot of power. They have something. If you, we talked about things on the way here, how I understood how I am the devil.
Yeah.
And why I have this one horn on the side of my head.
Yeah.
You know, because our emotions they were leading me to make bad decisions.
Of course.
And when I read in the books that, you know, concerning Jesus, the devil comes to steal, lie, and to kill, I said, well, that sounds like me. And then the character Jesus started showing me myself in the book. And when he said that you're all gods, but you die like men, I said, oh, I'm a god? I'm your brother? You mean I don't have to be a slave? You know, it's a huge difference from being a god in this world in people's minds and being a slave. And Jesus said we could be his brother. Let me go with that one. I run with that. So I take from religion what resonates with me,
Yeah.
and what helps me get through this world every day.
I think what I would call myself now is like spiritual. So it's like I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't go at all.
I'm going to say, do you go at all?
I don't go at all, and I don't study the scriptures or like follow necessarily any one religion to the T. But I do believe in energy, and I do believe in faith, and I do believe in something more than what we can see and touch in this world. And I'm not sure what that is, but I know that there is something greater that exists, whether that's the law of attraction, whether that's what people want to call the universe, whether they want to call it Jesus or Buddha or whatever they call it. There's something more, I think, and I'm starting to tap more into that, just being spiritual and being cognizant of what I'm thinking about and the words I'm saying and how I'm talking to myself and what I'm manifesting into my life, you know?
Yeah, I think of thoughts. Wouldn't that be great if we came to an understanding that that greater thing that we look for is actually us?
Yeah.
Not our flesh.
Yeah.
But the way we can think.
It's a version of us, the highest version of ourselves. I believe that.
The way we can love, the way we can hate. Like, that's all us. So if we learn to balance it, you know, we can enjoy this place here.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to die to go try to have a good life, which makes no sense to me. You're going to have a good life after you die?
Yeah.
I don't understand
No,
that.
I want to live now, man.
I listened to a lot of your songs, and I never come across one, and I was looking for it. You degrading women.
No.
I couldn't find it.
No.
You never put them down, and I listened to also the songs, and your songs are more, for me, the ones that were coming up when I was listening, had me thinking. It just didn't want me to get out there and jump around or be wild or grind on somebody. It had me thinking. And that's what I love about your music, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Because I love to think.
Yeah.
And I want to get something from something that's going to help me.
Yeah.
And when you're sharing that stuff, you know, and you went to the bar, you had a drink, and those songs, I see myself in all that. And then I'm saying, I'm not the only one going through this. I mean, and this guy ain't dark like me. So it ain't a black thing. It ain't a white thing. You're going through stuff. You're after, and you mentioned a lot that you're in your mother's basement.
Yeah.
Man, what's that all about? Are you still in your mother's basement?
Yeah.
You're still in your mother's
To
basement.
this day, yeah.
So how's financially? How's the money coming in? Is that adding up the way you want?
I mean, I got to be careful because I don't want to sound ungrateful because, like, I haven't worked a job in since 2014. I used to work at the bank, and I quit for music.
So you're smart. You got some smarts. What do you do in the bank?
No, I was just sorting mail.
Okay.
Just sorting mail, man. Then they didn't want to fire me, but I slept in. I slept in twice in the same week because I was drinking late in the studio, and they were like, "Why don't you go chase your dream?" And I was like, "All right, cool." Yeah, but no, I've been blessed. Of course, am I where I want to be? No, but I get to travel the world. I'm never down and out. You know, I do what I want to do. But yes, at some point, you know, I want to. A goal of mine is to like buy a house off of music and have my own thing. But right now, it's just kind of I'm in the stage of just flipping, man, because I put a lot of money that I make back into the music to grow it bigger. I kind of look at it as like it's kind of like same as the streets, man. Like you flip, you get this, you get an ounce, flip it, you buy a little more, flip that.
Did you ever flip? Did you ever flip? Did you ever sell?
Oh man, I tried. It wasn't for me. I tried in like
good at
high
it?
school. No, I tried in high school, and then I think I lost my phone. I was like, it's over. But no, it was never the street. That type of shit was never me, man. And when I tried it or dipped and dabbled, I quickly realized that, like, what are you doing, man? Like,
In your songs, I heard that you had a bit of a problem with alcohol and some drugs. You know, did you kick that? Are you still
I
dealing
don't
with
drink.
that?
I haven't drank in a year and 2 months.
Nice, man.
So
How do you feel?
I feel great, man. Okay. So in 2020, was it 2024, New Year's? So 2024, New Year's Eve, I remember walking into my house at 10 in the morning, and I coincidentally spent New Year's just with a couple close friends, and one of them was dying of cancer. He just passed away last week. Rest in peace, the Lord. And I remember him talking to us, and them telling him he's gonna die, and him being like, "I'm not scared to die," and just him being so strong and being like speaking just with so much wisdom, and I'm just like, man, I'm sitting there getting loaded, like, and I'm listening to all this stuff, and I'm like, man, like, I should be fortunate with my life, like, you know, I can't keep trying to throw my life down the drain when there's someone all they want to do is live,
right.
And they can't even live. And I remember I walked into my house at like 10 a.m. still up, loaded, and that conversation with him kind of started replaying in my head. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, I'm done. I quit,
Yeah.
and I stuck with it. Haven't went back since. And one of our mutual friends was actually a big inspiration to me as well, Channing, who quit drinking, and I got to see him throughout the first 4 or 5 months of his journey, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah, that was
he's
a big change,
different
wasn't it?
person.
Yeah.
So that kind of had the wheels turning already, and then me having that conversation on New Year's was kind of just the end of it.
And just that mentioning Channing, don't say to the camera. Me and Quake both discussed it on the way here. Man, we didn't like seeing you drunk. You was the worst drunk, man. You got on our damn nerves. But we love you, bro. We're glad to see you pulled it around. When we talked, you were talking about you did a 3-day fast one time.
I did.
I'm actually fasting right now and getting into it.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a breakthrough yesterday
Yep.
when I was almost like maybe an hour and a half before I was going to break my fast.
Mm-hmm.
Something kind of happened to me that I could have kept this fast going.
Yeah.
I kind of like I felt good.
Like a high at the end. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, I said, this could be addictive.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I came in, and then when I got in the house and everybody was getting to eat and stuff, I ate. But it was a great feeling, man. But how did you pull off 3 days?
Man, it was tough. It was probably one of the biggest challenges I ever did in my life, to be honest. And it's like, because it's really testing your discipline. Because, like, at first I'm feeling weak and I'm dizzy and I'm like, I'm drinking water. I'm like, man, I can't do this. And it really pushes you to the end of how far can you really go.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the mind gives up before the body, way before the body. And I don't know if they ever told you that during working out. I remember a personal trainer used to tell me that. Like, when I would say I couldn't do another one,
Right.
Your mind is giving up while your body can still keep going. Your mind gives up first. And I remembered that quote, and I was like, all right, my mind's trying to give up, but let me keep going. And I just pushed myself to the extreme, man. And it really showed me that I'm in control of my choices and my discipline and my destiny, and also the medical benefits that it comes with,
Right.
too. You know, they say there's a process called autophagy that cleanses out the old cells that eventually turn into chronic illness or cancer or this and
Right.
that. They say if you do a 3-day fast, you automatically lower your chances of cancer and certain illnesses. So yeah, to me, when I was reading all that, I was like, all right, I gotta make it, and I did. And the feeling of how proud I was of myself at the end, man, it was incredible.
Was it a reason that you just wanted to try it, or was it a medical reason? You
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to try
there was
it?
no medical reason, but I just wanted to try it. And also, like, man, I've always been, like, not so bad these days, but, like, I've always been that person who always thinks there's something wrong, like Googling, like, oh, shit, my right elbow's tingling, I'm dying, I gotta go. Hey, you know, I've always been, like, a hypochondriac like that, like, overthinking.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, if I can do something to help my health, put my mind at ease, then it's gonna help. Cool.
Yeah.
But I just been doing a lot of research on it, man, and it interested me, and I wanted to push myself to the limit and see if I could do it. And yeah.
I'm working on that, and my reasons for doing it. I'm going to come back on here one day,
Yeah.
and tell the people where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
And it's life changing for me.
Yeah.
Not the fasting, but the thing I'm going for.
Yeah.
And once it's all realized and said and done, man, I'm going to be a totally different person.
Yeah.
And it won't be from fasting only. It'll be from me changing my mind
Yep.
and changing my life habits and different stuff and putting myself in a different direction. And it's actually the direction I want to go in. When I think about who I really am, I'm not the person I used to be. I don't even like that person.
Yeah.
But I like who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at peace with myself. And just making those changes have brought me in contact with people like you.
Can I ask you a question? Did that person like himself?
No.
No.
No, I had the gun in my head,
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't like myself. And I talk more about that if you watch my story about what kind of things helped me change that around.
Mm-hmm.
When I see myself laying dead unconscious,
You-
I wasn't dead, but I was knocked out unconscious.
Yeah.
And that was one of the happiest times in my life.
Really?
I don't like that guy down there anyway.
Yeah.
I can get up from this different.
Wow.
So I talk about that on my
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
man.
man. Man, you did some things here with somebody else that I admire, with his movies and his music and stuff. Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Bro, what was that like meeting Ice Cube?
Man, that was incredible. Like that was just, I don't know. That felt like an out of body experience. Like that felt like I was somebody. I was like above the room.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, it's an honor, man. Yeah, man, it's a dream come true. You helped raise me, man. So,
Appreciate that.
Friday soundtrack was the first hip hop introduction for me, like 5 years old, bro.
So damn, it's like full circle,
man,
like
crazy, man.
Yeah, man, your verse was the best, and it fit what we was doing. Congratulations.
Watching me shake his hand because, like, I went out to Detroit to meet him because he owns this basketball league, the Big Three, and I was invited to a game and to go meet him. And I remember when the manager walked me in the dressing room, he's like, Quake Matthews is here. And then Ice Cube face lit up. He's like, oh, Quake, what up? And to me, it just time froze. I'm like, this guy knows my fucking name. Like, I don't know. To me, as a kid, like that's a hero. Like it's unbelievable. And he couldn't have been a nicer guy, man. Like,
What is he like for real?
He was cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
So cool, like answering all my questions. I'm fanning out a bit, like, oh,
Yeah, time for you.
yeah. He had more time than I imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with DJ IV, was he someone that kind of influenced you to go in a contest?
He did.
Yeah.
Because it was a contest. It was Ice Cube and a Scarface song. And they're like, they left the open verse. So they're like, everyone do your verse and then submit it. And then Ice Cube's going to pick his favorite verse and put it on his album.
Okay.
And I end up winning. And it's like,
Nice.
I don't know
You
how
get
many.
paid for that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They chucked me. Ice Cube chucked me a little check, man. And, yeah. So I don't know, it was crazy. I did not expect to win. I in my head, I'm like, for one, I'm from Canada. I'm like, two, I'm white. I was like, he's probably gonna pick someone like from LA or like from his own neighborhood or like. But no, he's like, bro, I like yours the best. He's like, your shit was the best. It fit with ours the best. He's like, I liked everything from the way you recorded it to the ad libs to what you were saying to I sampled his voice too. In my verse.
Right.
And he's like, I like that. And
Pack your bags, bitch. We going on an ego trip to a place that I visit off of 3-4 sips. Head bigger than a mascot, me no limp. Put your card like a dealer on the Reno Strip. At the blackjack table, make casinos flip. Pulling cheese out the bag like Doritos chips. Off a pill on my Neo shit. Fled the bill on a Filipino bitch off of Leo's list. Cube might have had a bad influence. I was at the school dance telling girls, put your ass into it. The teacher like Mac, quit harassing students. So I slapped him and told him rap made me do it. Face know how I rock, we don't talk to police. Peace to my dogs that I lost to the streets. Might remix the carnival beat. My ego gon' be bigger than Ye's when this song get released.
yeah, man, I and it's crazy because I think I manifested that too, bro. Because when I recorded that, I saved the file as Ice Cube contest winner, and then I hit save, and that's when you click that verse on my computer. It says Ice Cube contest winner, and that's like 4 months before they pick the winner.
I always hear a lot of stuff about Americans and Canadians stuff.
Yeah.
And they like always, if you want to listen to a movie or something,
yeah,
trying to mimic the way we talk. We don't even talk like that.
Yeah.
And we have Newfoundlanders and different people that talk different. But we don't all talk like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But we are we act very much like them.
Yeah.
And or they act very much like us.
Yeah.
We have a lot of similarities. So I don't see... I see how Ice Cube could feel your vibe.
Yeah.
Because it's real. It resonates with his.
Yeah.
You ever see yourself maybe try to get to the States and do more there, or you want to stay more planet in Canada?
I like living here just because my family and my friends and everything like that. But I do go to the States quite a bit. Like I like
what parts? Do you
I go to Atlanta a lot. Past 15 years, I've been going there.
What's the gains like down there? Is it like what they say? Do you see the gains and all the? I'm saying about Atlanta. I'm not thinking. Maybe the gains are not in Atlanta.
What is that? What is it?
Gains, like the red and blue flags and stuff.
Oh,
they don't have that there, do they?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Okay, good. So you didn't see that part.
No,
I ain't allowed in the States.
The gangs. The Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's more in like L.A.
thing. Yeah. I was thinking L.A.
Yeah,
I can't get in the States, so I ain't never gonna see it for myself.
But Atlanta's cool. Kind of reminds me of here. In a way, in a way where the people are kind of friendly. Like it has that
kind of friendly.
Yeah, it's just like it just has that like I don't know, that Southern hospitality vibe.
Okay.
And I would say it's like more friendly than here. But you know how they say about here is like people where we talk to strangers and how you doing and this and that. And it's like places like New York and shit. It's like no one looks at you. Like everyone's just in their own world. Like like if you're waiting in line somewhere in Nova Scotia, someone might talk to you or might say hello. Are you walking down the street? You might say hello to someone you don't know or just how you doing? And I feel like it's the same.
We're nice in that. We're nice in that way.
We'll
hold the door for you.
Yeah.
Man, I got you here today, man, and there's lots of stuff I want to talk about. But you were in front of the cameras and you agreed to come on Bass Talks. Why did you want to come on? How did you hear about Bass Talks? Man,
I was just scrolling on Instagram and one of the videos came up and just your whole demeanor, man, the whole demeanor and energy and the way it looked and I was like, oh, the setup is professional and just everything about it. I was like, this seems like the type of show that's going to be a real conversation, like somewhere I want to go on. And I had already been telling myself that I want to do more podcasts because I feel like I don't put my personality out there enough or people don't know enough because sometimes you need to have the personality with the music so people can truly understand the story. But no, man, I love what you were doing. And then I started asking around like who you were and come to find out, we had some mutual friends, the IV and Channing and like, oh no, he's a great guy. Dog. Yeah, Rude Dog. Yeah. And so I started asking around. Yeah, I started asking around and they were like, no, man, you guys would have a dope conversation. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
We definitely going to talk. I'm looking at that. I'm not going to ask you yet. Ask you yet. But when you said strolling through, you found, people, if you've been watching us this long, push that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Can you tell them people push that subscribe button?
Push the subscribe button. Come on, man. Do yourself a favor.
It ain't going to cost you nothing.
No.
But now we got to go to this. This could cost me something. It could cost me $1,000 if you can curl a 100-pound dumbbell.
I can't do that.
You don't want to even try?
I don't think I should even try. You know what's crazy? I had hernia surgery from lifting something too heavy. So when I was I forget how old I was. This was maybe 19, and I met these producers from the States, not the States, sorry, Toronto. And there was this beat I really wanted. And they're like, this beat cost $700. I wanted to put it on my first album. So I took a job working all summer, like with the wheelbarrows and everything. And then I ended up getting a hernia, so I had to go get surgery. But I got the $700 and I got the beat.
Destined to blow, 'cause when that doc was checking my pulse, for the sound of my heart, he done heard a couple bars in the stethoscope. It must have sounded like
and I put the song on my first album. But yeah, I got like mesh in there. I feel like if I try to do that, this shit is gonna be.
Well, we don't want you going.
I already know I can't. There's no chance. Like I don't even know if I can curl that with two hands.
It's there. It's a nice challenge, but you ever come back,
I could pick it up, maybe.
I'm not paying you to pick it up. Man, you said you're putting your work in, you put your grind in. That caused you some pain and effort to earn some money. You've been putting in your work, man. You've been working with people like Classified.
Yep.
You did a song with Drake too, didn't you?
No, never with Drake. But
wasn't there a verse or something you on?
The funny thing is, our groups. Back when I was like 17, this is what I mentioned about Little's. I was kind of under Little's wing, and the group that we were rocking with was not really messing with the group he was rocking with. So there was like this songs exchanged and stuff. Okay. So it was like when I was like 17, I had some disses about Drake, and then he had some little subliminals, and but for that taking place is why he knows me now and kind of why he rocks with me, and he's been
Drake.
Yeah, he's been really good to me over the years. Okay. And so I really, really appreciate him. He's a real humble guy, man. He's literally the biggest in the world, like Michael Jackson numbers of our generation. Yeah. And for him to still take time out to, talk to someone like me or give me tickets to the show or answer a question if I have one or whatever the case may be. Like he's shouted me out in press conferences before and And I just think it speaks a lot to his character, man. So I definitely appreciate him.
And you did music with Classified. I watched one of the videos. He said he would come on, so I want to hold him to that.
Okay, yeah.
He's got something coming out soon.
Yeah, I think he's working on a new album where it's like he did half of it high on weed and then he quit weed. So it's like your side A is like your brain on drugs, side B is like you're off drugs or whatever.
Does it sound good? Have you heard it?
I haven't heard any of it, but I think he's doing the sober thing now.
Nice.
And I don't know how it's going. I haven't talked to him, but I'm curious to see if there's any difference in the music, you know. But
hey, the sober thing is going around. I'm doing the sober thing.
Yeah.
Anna's doing the sober
Oh,
thing.
man.
You're doing the sober thing.
have you seen the stats of like the amount of money the liquor companies are losing in the and none of the younger they're losing billions, bro. And none of the younger kids
in Canada or States?
I think it's
around?
all around. And because the kids like 15, 16 when I'm sure you were getting loaded at that time like I was, and like they're not drinking anymore. They're not. It's.
So what are they doing? Are they doing like coke or?
I think they're doing health. Like for a lot for the
There's
most
a new vibe coming.
For the most part, yeah, man.
So what are you working on right now? You got an album coming out soon, or are you just promoting the last one you did?
So I just dropped the album a month ago. I did it with a producer I always looked up to since a kid, man. His name is Street Runner. He's from Miami, lives in Atlanta now. But this guy, I always used to love his beats growing up. I used to freestyle on them and everything, and now I actually had a chance to work with him. And this guy's worked with, you know, big dogs, Eminem, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Like, this guy got Grammys and shit. So it's like, now I finally got a chance to do a project with him. So that's out now, Phantom. And last year I also released Phantom. Yeah, it's kind of like a Phantom of the Opera, loosely based. And then I had an album come out in the summer called Patio Season. So 2 albums last year. And now I'm just working on singles. I haven't. Usually I'll get an idea for a project, like a concept, and then I'll start putting it together. But I don't have that now, and I feel like the energy I have for a project is just kind of not there right now because I did 2 last year. Okay. So now I'm just kind of making songs as they come. If I like them, I'll put them out, just singles for now, and see where it goes from there.
You ever do battle rapping?
Yeah, that's how I started.
So if I put you on the spot right now, can you not battle rapping? I ain't gonna rap with you, but can you just spit a few bars of something you've written lately or before?
You know what's crazy? That used to be my thing. Was like freestyle battling at like parties. Every party I went to, everywhere I went,
freestyle.
Everywhere I went to, and it's like I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, man, I haven't tried to freestyle in like 10 years. Like I feel like it's not even like a thing anymore. As far as like off the top, you know?
Can you freestyle something about bass and come here to bass talks right now?
I'd probably be trash, man.
Yeah, let's go. We can always edit it out.
I'd probably be trash, man. But you gotta give me some words.
Bass?
Yeah, bass. Oh man, I'm on the spot right now, man. I don't know. I feel this used to be the shit I'd live for. Like I would get people to pull up the dictionary and just say the words, and I would go. But I don't know
bass talks.
I don't know if I got it in the day.
You got it. You made me cry. bass talks. What we got?
This freestyle should be a cakewalk. It's called Bass Talks. And that song, what was it called? It made bass drop a couple tears. I've been doing this for a couple years. Lasted longer than a couple peers. Sober now, I put down a couple beers. Listen, I did this for a couple years. I said that. But this light's in my eyes. And I got this U on my red cap. But I don't even know.
No.
I'm so trash.
I was going to keep going.
I'm so trash now, man.
Oh, man. You ain't trash.
I want to, let's see if there's something I wrote.
Okay.
Cause I wanna see if I got something I was working on. Yeah, so this one is called. This one I made a song called "If I Had $1 Billion," and it was kind of inspired. You remember that old song "If I Had $1 Million?" So one day I just woke up and that was in my head, and then I'm like, damn, I should redo this now. And I'm like, $1 million isn't that much these days.
So this song is out on a single?
Yeah, it just came out last week.
This one you're gonna do.
Yeah, it came out last week, so it's like, if I had $1 billion, every waitress in the city would love me to death. I'd take the whole team to eat and tip them 500%, knowing that I knew would have a need for no government check. We would fly to Italy for pizza at lunch in a jet. I'd grow my company a couple bees and give back to the poor so Billie Eilish didn't fuck with me. I'd see my good deeds through, probably hire Sydney Sweeney just to teach me what them good G's do. Throw a mill out in public, right off the bridge like it's nothing. Rocking a full-length chinchilla while telling Peter to suck it. Blow a piece of the budget and give my music a push. Pay Adele for a feature and have her sing on this hook. I swear, I probably started Twitter war with Elon Musk. Even Kanye would say I'm nuts. I would probably have some type of smoke with President Trump. If I had $1 billion, I would probably be fucked.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wrote, I mean, obviously you wrote that by yourself.
Yeah.
What is your procedure? How do you, do you sit down and say, I'm going to write, or something just comes to your mind?
Yeah, so now I've been producing my own music. So now it starts with me making the beat.
You make the beats?
Yeah, so now it starts with me making the beat. I learned that kind of more during COVID. And
now, what kind of beat would be with that type of song? A hard beat, a slower beat?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'll show it to you if you want. Here, I'll show it to you.
If I had $1 billion, every waitress in the city would love me to death. Take the whole team to eat and tip them 500%. Knowing that I knew would have a need for no government check. We would fly to Italy for pizza at lunch in a jet.
And then on the hook, I kind of sampled a bunch of old songs. Like I'll show you.
I would probably have some type of smoke with President Trump. If I had $1 billion, I would probably be fucked. Riding around knocking with the top down, screaming out money ain't a thing. Pulling up yelling, starting fuse like 50, left it straight to the bank like.
I get it. I get it.
I like there's a realization I came to at the end of this song on the second verse, where I said if Kobe was a G League baller, he'd be too broke to get in that chopper. You see my point? So I'm cool with my regular house, regular car. I think I'm probably better without. And I felt like that was like a deep thought of it. Sometimes like
Grounding.
Money fucks shit up. Like, you know, it's like I don't know, you know.
You mentioned 50 in there.
Yeah.
50.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream one time that I used to have a barbershop. That 50 Cent came in my barbershop.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that movie Rich or Die.
Yep. Yep.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yep.
Yeah, I cried in that movie too.
You probably saw a lot of yourself.
It took a long time for me to watch it because I'm like, I don't want to watch this negative movie.
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying. But it wasn't negative for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, 50.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, I thought I was gonna meet him one day because I was working.
You will.
I was working in New Jersey, and I was working with 50's engineer, like the guy that's been with him his whole career. And I was there for like the next month or something, and then I was out there for a minute, and I was going there pretty much every day. And then one day I went in there, and it was like a piece of paper with like a script on the table. And I was reading it. I was like, "What's this?" He's like, "Oh, 50 got to come by and record something for like a podcast or something." I was like, "It's like what? Like he's coming over here like while I'm here?" And he's like, "I don't know. He never says. Like he's just gonna pull up one of these days." He said in the next couple days. And so I'm getting ready for it, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm gonna be 50 playing what we're working on." But he ended up recording it on his cell phone and then sending it in and being like, "Yeah, that's good enough. Just clean it up." And then, so I never got to meet him.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Man, you got a lot of followers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You got
I guess, I don't know.
You got people that love you and they follow you and support you. What would you like to say to your followers? Like you shared stuff, like but you're drinking and stuff, and
yeah,
and your friend was dying and stuff, and help you kick that. What would you like to say to your followers, man? 'Cause you're following your dream.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to any of them that have a dream that seems impossible? You're from Canada, man. You went to the States.
Yeah. To me, I want to be the poster child for like never giving up. Like, and
can I get on there with you?
Yeah, okay. Let's go, man. Okay. And it's like, to me, that's all I stand for, is never giving up on your dream, no matter what anyone says or thinks. And remembering that emotions are temporary. So there's been a lot of times where I was like, this is not working and it's all over. I would feel this way. But that is temporary. You get through that and you live to see another day. Mm-hmm. And anything could change any given day. I remember the day I was done with music. I looked up to the sky and I said, I'm done. I'm done. I screamed it out. I yelled it out.
Were you expecting something to hear you?
Bro, I think it did because, listen, I'll tell you this story. I shared this a few years ago on another podcast. I don't know if people saw it. So, bro, it was Canada Day. I get attacked by this dog. Like, dog bites my face off. Like, stitches, like my lips, everything. And I can't
tell.
But no, it healed great.
Okay.
Yeah, it healed great. So, dog, like, bites my face off. I'm all stitched up. I can't record. I'm frustrated of what my career's doing. I'm like, no one's paying attention to me, and I'm just kind of hitting the wall. So I go on the patio of the girl I was dating at the time, and there's like a path on the back patio behind the patio. And I light up a cigarette, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm smoking my cigarette, and I look to the sky, and I just say, I'm done. It's been a hell of a run. I put my cigarette out. I look down the path. There's this guy. He's definitely like 500 pounds. And he's sweating, and you could tell he doesn't want to be running, but he's trying to change his life. And he's running, and he's drenched in sweat, and there's this pain in his face, and he's not giving up, and he's running down the path trying to better his life. And then I looked up, and I was like, this is my sign to keep going.
Yeah.
And then I decided I was going to keep going, bro. That morning, I wake up at 7 a.m., and Drake writes me, just as I'm like, no one cares, no one's paying attention. Drake writes me talking about he saw the new song I did and he liked it, and it ended up being one of the same titles as a song he had for his new album. And he's like, man, this is a crazy coincidence, but you just inspired me to finish that song, and pretty much saying, like, told me, you know, it was an inspiration. I thanked him for inspiring me, and it's crazy. It's like, I think my message is, no matter how low you feel, somebody is there with you, feeling lower, the guy on the path. And when you think nobody's watching or nobody cares, the biggest in the world could be watching you, and when you don't even realize it. So keep going no matter what. Yep.
Yeah, so that's your message. Keep going.
Yeah, that's it.
Tomorrow's another day.
Yes, always. And you never know. And what you feel today may not be how you feel tomorrow, or you might think it's all over. And it's, I don't know, even in this world we're living in, it's kind of like when the collective decides you're over. They pick different people to pick on sometimes. Like, even with a Drake, where it's like 2 years ago or last year, it was like everyone was hating on him. Kendrick beat you, this and that. And it's just like, now he's come back. He's the biggest streaming artist in the world again. And it's like, whenever you think it's over, it's never over, as long as you decide it's not over.
And you were saying that one of your songs, that the people were saying you're drunk, you're this, that you're done.
Yeah.
And you proved them wrong. You ain't done.
Yeah. And that was many years ago too, man. And it's just like, that's why I think it's just like Nipsey Hussle said, man, it's a marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I feel like a lot of people in this world, we just live for whatever's instant gratification, instant feeling. Oh, I'm going to try this, and if it doesn't work in 2 seconds, I quit. Or I think that I'm trying to just show that it's longevity, man. And it's like, I don't know, if you just keep going, it is the journey. Even if I never get to become the biggest artist in the planet or the country or whatever it is, it's like, man, this journey is the real gift. And I don't know if you ever listened to the book, The Alchemist. It's one you should check out if you haven't. And it's about a journey of this guy going to find a treasure, and it leads him back to where he started. And he realizes that the journey is the treasure.
That's been my journey.
Yeah.
Everything I went through, everything I studied, everything I tried to find, I found myself.
Yeah.
I was always here.
Yeah.
I just didn't love myself. I didn't give myself enough time.
Yep.
I didn't learn from other people. I just I wanted to do it the quick way.
Yeah.
And I never realized that life is something you can enjoy. Just living is the gift. And speaking of that, you have any children?
I don't. No, I have no children. I dated a girl for a few years. who had a little one, and that was like the closest experience I had to becoming like a father figure. Her father wasn't in her life, and man, it was such a beautiful thing. It was honestly some of the best. They're just the best feeling.
Sound like you miss her.
What's that?
You sound like you miss her, or you miss the kid.
I miss her. I miss the kid a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, man. Nice. A lot. She gave me some of the best experiences of life. Taught me so much about life, man, and about myself, and patience. And man, the beauty of you teaching someone how to do something, and then them watching them do it, bro. I never felt that really before.
That's special.
Crazy.
That's special, man. And to hear you say that you took time for someone else's kid, and then I know there was a certain man in my life that had no time for me and put me down. Bitches thought I was garbage. It's probably one of the reasons I resonate with you, man. Because you care about people.
Yeah.
You know, you would have cared about me as that kid.
Yeah.
If it would have been a different time.
Yeah.
And you're still that guy. You care about people. You care about yourself. You care about the direction you're going. Oh, man, you're definitely a positive person for me, man. I'm glad you came on.
Yes, sir, man. You know, it's been an honor. I enjoyed this. This is probably one of my favorite ones I've ever done. I haven't, man. It's been great, man.
Man, the door is open for you to come back anytime.
Yes, I appreciate that.
And I was thinking about this earlier. I have the bass challenge. I'm giving the Quake challenge now.
Okay.
If you do another song, and hopefully it was Drake or somebody. Drake got lots of money, so he could give you more money than I can give you. But if you do a song that makes me cry, and I got to keep my word on this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for you a vacation and one other person.
Okay.
Up to $10,000.
Okay. All right.
And I gotta be honest. If you do it, I'm gonna get a hold of you.
Okay.
Where you at, man? I'm gonna come bring you this money.
Okay. I might even got it already, bro.
You being here today has been a great help.
Man, thank you.
For me,
thank you for having me.
And
man.
I hope one of you guys, two of you guys, all of you guys, man, take some words from this guy.
And go subscribe to Bass, man. Stop playing yourself.
Thanks, man. I got it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir.
All I can do is give you love. You gotta make them hard choices for yourself. Them hard choices. You gotta tell yourself that's enough. You gotta tell yourself, no. You gotta tell yourself I quit. You gotta tell yourself you gotta be your own boss. You gotta be your own boss. You gotta be your own boss. I feel you, man. Listen, thanks for the talk, bro. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks for calling me, man. No, thank you. All right, man.